Hello, Viking families and students. My name is Miss Faiai, and I'm excited to be working with you guys this year in our English 8 classroom. Today, I'm going to review a couple of things we'll be doing in English 8 this year so you have a better understanding of what to expect. A little bit about who I am. I graduated from San Diego State with a bachelor's degree in English, and recently I received my master's degree in teaching. I really love reading and writing, not just as a hobby, but I also emphasize this because I think it's an important skill to have to be academically successful. Some of the hobbies I like to share with students include taking road trips. I love traveling. I also am a big fan of gaming, especially old school games, and I'm a huge fan of Marvel comics. This is our co-teacher for periods 1 and 3. Her name is Mrs. Ventura, and she is amazing. She'll be working with us throughout the year, and she is also very excited to get to know and work with all of you. You can find her office hours. They are currently posted in our Google Classroom under our stream. This is our distance learning schedule. Please familiarize yourself with it. If you need a copy, you can also find this in our Google Classroom under Student Resources. For important information about our class, please review the syllabus. The syllabus includes my contact information and the various ways you can contact me, as well as office hours, our current grading policy, and of course, rules and expectations for our class. During week 2, this was given as an assignment to students. They were asked to review a syllabus and take a quiz with you. All they had to do was read through the questions. Parents answered some questions, students answered the other questions, and then you both signed at the end, and then they need to submit it in Google Classroom. Again, this assignment is worth 100 points, and I highly recommend reviewing this with your student as soon as possible. Our focus this year encompasses the theme of challenges. How we're going to do this is we're going to be reading and writing. We're going to be reading various texts about challenges and writing about our own personal challenges and how to overcome them, as well as focusing on the skills of speaking and listening. All of this is going to prepare your student for academic success in English this year, but it also is going to encourage them to be successful as they continue to grow and they continue on into high school. While we're meeting during Google Meets, students have been reminded of our community norms and expectations. There are 4 things that I expect students to do whenever we meet. 1 is we want them to mute their mic as soon as they enter the meeting, just so they're not disrupting any current instruction or maybe a conversation between students and teachers. 2, video is completely optional. 3, we ask all students to stay on topic in the chat. And 4, for safety reasons, we ask that students do not take videos, screenshots, or post videos of anything that we do in our Google Meets. Some of our online learning expectations include, 1, we expect that all students attend all Google Meets meetings. Attendance is taken daily. The second thing that we ask is that all students turn in all of their assignments on Google Classroom. All of their assignments are graded on Google Classroom, and then those grades are transferred over to Jupyter Grades. So you have 2 different formats that you can check student grades. And finally, we expect that all students follow our basic classroom rules. 1, be respectful, 2, be kind, and 3, of course, use positive communication. This is how we're going to be spending our class time this semester. The first half of class is our synchronous learning. That takes place when we meet via Google Meets. This is usually about 30 to 45 minutes of instruction that we do together. It's the daily lesson. During this instruction, this is when I will be taking attendance. The second half of class is our asynchronous instruction, and that takes place on Google Classroom through an assignment. This usually takes about 30 to 45 minutes to complete, and whatever is not done can be done for homework. This is an independent assignment to assess what your student remembers from the lesson, but also what they know from the lesson. All of the due dates and times for these assignments are posted under each assignment in Google Classroom. That's all the information that I have for you right now. If you can think of any questions or you have any comments about anything, please feel free to send me a message on Jupyter Grades or in Google Classroom. You can also find my personal telephone number on the syllabus, and I just ask that you send me a text first. I appreciate your time. Have a great day. Make smart decisions.